This little boy was just born, but he already looked so strange. He had a pair of deer horns and large ears. This boy's name was Gus. He and his father lived in a deep forest. From a young age, his father taught him to talk and learn letters. One day when Gus was reading a book, he heard a noise behind him. It turned out to be a deer. The boy discovered that he and that deer had a little bit in common. While Gus was still doubting, suddenly a storm was coming. So Gus hurriedly ran home. This was the first time Gus saw the rain, so he was overjoyed. Just like that, Gus gradually grew up, and Gus wished to see the outside world. But his father didn't allow him to do it. One day Gus discovered deer footprints. He followed that footprint to the edge of the forest, and discovered it was just a wasteland outside. After that, his father rushed to take the boy home. When the father knew that he couldn't keep the secret, he could only tell the truth to the boy. It turned out that a few years ago, there was an epidemic that covered the entire United States. The fingers of people with this disease were constantly shaking, and the probability of death was also very high. Therefore, the whole city was very chaotic at that time. Meanwhile, humans also gave birth to babies that were half human and half animal. Newborn babies would have animal characteristics. In order to protect Gus, his father had to hide him in the deep forest. Suddenly one day, there was a stranger who burst into the forest. Seeing that, the father immediately chased him away with a gun. But Gus was noticed by that stranger. The father hid Gus in a cellar, and he went out to deal with the stranger. The next day, when Gus came out of the house, he saw his father slowly walking towards him. He killed that stranger. But because of that, he was seriously injured and died. Since then, Gus had to live alone. He learned how to fix the pipes by himself, and even learned how to use a lawn mower, but the results weren't what he wanted. He also had trouble collecting the dried twigs. After that, Gus got very angry and burned all those branches. But he didn't know that this smoke would lead to danger for him. At this time, Gus went to bed to rest. But he accidentally discovered a map. Based on the clues on the map, he found the box that his father buried in the ground. There was some money and a bank card inside, but he threw it all away. He then found a picture of his mother, and a piece of paper about the protected area for people with half-human, half-animal form. Gus decided to go there to find his mother. He found the location of the protected area on the map. After that, he quickly took his luggage and left. When going to the edge of the forest, he discovered a bar of chocolate candy. He tried to smell it, and then opened it to eat. But in front of him, there was still a similar chocolate bar. He ran there, but the chocolate bar was gone. At this point, the boy also sensed the danger. After that, suddenly there was an arrow flying to him. Fortunately, Gus dodged that arrow. After that, Gus quickly found a place to hide. He silently observed and discovered that there was a hunter. When Gus wanted to counterattack, but was caught by someone behind. These two specialized in capturing people with half-human and half-animal shapes to sell for money. Gus tried his best to struggle to get out. When the hunter was about to shoot at Gus with a crossbow, but suddenly he was assassinated. Seeing that, the other hunter hurriedly took out his sword. At this moment, there was a person appearing behind Gus. Gus looked up and saw that it was a man holding a gun. He took this opportunity to escape. He was so scared that he quickly ran home and hid in a small cellar. After the black man dealt with the two hunters, he also chased after Gus. It turned out that he also wanted to take away Gus's deer horns. He lifted up Gus and threw him aside. Seeing this, Gus immediately said, "Don't come here." The man was amazed because he didn't expect this boy to be able to talk. Up until now, he had never met a person with a half-human half-animal body that could talk. After that, he turned around to leave. Although this black man was a hunter, he also had his limits. He also saw Gus as a human, so he left immediately. But after thinking for a while, Gus took the picture of his mother and chased that black man. Gus finally caught up with the man. "Uncle, please take me with you." After that, Gus always followed this man. But the black man didn't want to take Gus with him. Although he tried to drive Gus away, the boy kept following him. Therefore, he helplessly took Gus with him. After taking a short nap, he discovered that all his food had been eaten by Gus. He got very angry and told Gus to stop following him. After that, Gus had to tell him. Gus smelled food somewhere nearby. The black man hid in the distance and told Gus to go inside to get food. When Gus entered the house, he saw a deer head hanging on the wall. He panicked and ran out, but was caught in a trap. At this time, everyone in the house came out, but Gus thought they were hunters. "Don't touch my head," he said. "You won't be able to get it," he threatened. This surprised them even more. Luckily they weren't bad people. Gus and the hunter were also invited to stay for dinner. Gus asked them about his mother's information, but unfortunately they didn't know anything. Gus quickly became friends with their son. They listened to music and danced together. The black guy also said that they would leave after this night. But at this time, there was a group of people discovering Gus and the black guy. In the evening, the black man wanted to take this time to leave. But Gus ran after him. The boy wanted to go with the black man. But then, Gus suddenly discovered someone was outside. He could also smell a lot of people behind. So the black man took his gun and prepared to fight. But unfortunately, he only had 2 bullets left. He looked around for a while and discovered that there was an animal trap. He immediately came up with a plan. At this time, the people outside were also shouting. They said as long as the people inside handed over the boy with the deer horns, they wouldn't do anything. However, the people in the house considered Gus as a relative. When they were about to rush in, the black man also started to attack. The black guy easily defeated these people. In an instant, they were knocked down by the black man. When Gus sensed something strange, the door then slowly opened. There was a man with an anesthetic gun entering the house to arrest Gus. After that, he fired a shot at the deer head on the wall. Seeing this, Gus angrily attacked him, but the man was unharmed. When the man was about to pick up the anesthetic gun to shoot Gus. But suddenly he stopped. Because at this time, there was a giant deer appearing behind Gus. Taking this opportunity, the black man appeared and knocked him down. However, that giant deer disappeared. The danger was finally over. The next day, Gus said goodbye to everyone in this house. Gus and the black man took the cable car to leave this place. They continued their journey to find Gus's mother. However, they didn't expect that there was a masked person who was watching them. This was an American fantasy drama called Sweet Tooth. This video was the content of episode 1 and episode 2. The details of the story were extremely magical. The movie comes here. Thank you for watching.